Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve few more problems, example problems on finding the domain and range. Example 1. Find the largest possible domain for the real valued function defined by f of x is equal to under root of x square minus 5x plus 6. This is the definition of the function, and see here real valued function. What is real valued function? Suppose a function is defined from domain to codomain. If codomain is subset to real numbers, then it is called real valued function. If codomain and domain, if domain is subset to real number, codomain is subset to real numbers, then function is called real function. Okay, what is the difference between real valued and real function? Real valued function means if codomain is subset to real numbers, then it is called real valued function. Okay, keep it in mind. Real valued function means codomain subset to real number. Real function means codomain and domain both are subset to real numbers, then it is called real function. Now f of x is real valued function, that means images are real numbers. So we have the definition. We are going to find domain of this function. Solution. How to find? See how I am finding this. We have the definition. We have f of x is equal to under root of x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, what I said yesterday, under root function is defined for under root function. The function which is under the root is there, that function should be greater than or equal to 0. So f of x is defined here. F of x is defined if x square minus 5x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 0. So for what values of x it will be greater than or equal to 0? How to know? You have to split the quadratic expression. So how we can write 5 minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. I am using splitting the middle term. Take x common, x minus 3. Here take minus 2 common, x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. Right? Now I got the factors of the quadratic expression. What are the factors? X minus 3, x minus 2 are the factors of the quadratic expression. Right. Now I got the factors. After getting the factors, what are the roots? Roots are 2, 3. Factors x minus 3, x minus 2. Roots are 2, 3. After getting the roots, represent the roots on the number line. Suppose this is 0. I am taking real line as a number line. Here I am taking 2. Here I am taking 2. Here I am taking 3. Right? 2, 3. I am taking 2, 3. Suppose I am taking any value which is lies between 2 and 3. Suppose for example I am taking 2.5. Substitute 2.5 in this expression. Is it greater than or equal to 0? You have to check at least one point between 2 and 3. Suppose I am taking 2.5. 2.5 minus 3, negative. It is negative. 2.5 minus 2, it is positive. Negative into positive, negative. So it is not satisfying this condition. Why? Because for any value in between 2 and 3, if you substitute, you will get less minus value, negative value. So these values which are lying between 2 and 3 are not satisfying this expression. Why? Because we need to get more than 0 or equal to 0. That means you cannot take any value between 2 and 3. If you take any value between 2 and 3, this will be negative. If you take 2.7, again it will be negative. This is positive. Negative into positive, negative. So not satisfied. So any value lies between 2 and 3 will not satisfy the given expression. Suppose I am taking 2. 2 minus 2, 0. Okay, it is satisfying. Why? Because equal to 0. Suppose I am taking 3. 3 minus 3, 0. Okay, you can take 2 and 3. Suppose I am taking left hand side value of 2. I am taking 1. Left hand side. 1. Substitute 1 here. 1 minus 2, negative. 1 minus 3, negative. Negative into negative, positive. You can take 0. Minus 3 minus 2, positive. So every value at left hand side from 2 to left hand side are satisfying the function. Function is positive or 0. But in between 2 and 3 we are getting negative. From 3 onwards, suppose I am taking example 4. Substitute 4. 4 minus 3, positive. 4 minus 2, positive. So at the right hand side of 3 also positive. only in between 2 and 3 we are not getting the what we required, we are not getting here. Why? Because we required positive quantity. By taking any value between 2 and 3, if you take any value between 2 and 3, that value not satisfying the given expression. So those x values are satisfying the expression, that are the values of domain. So what is the domain of? Now clearly domain of f of x is 2 left hand side. How to including 2 to left hand side means up to minus infinity you can take 2 to left hand side, and so I am including these values also. So union, you can take this value or you can take that side values also, including 3 to infinity, closed interval. At 3 also you can take. Why? Because greater than or equals 2 also you can take, but left hand side of 2, right hand side. You can write like this, or you can write like this also. Or from real numbers you subtract this part. This part how to denote? Open interval 2, 3. Two expressions we have. You can express in this way, interval way, or you can use from real numbers which values are not satisfying, you remove that. So these values, those are lies between 2 and 3, they are not satisfying the expression. So I am subtracting open interval 2 to 3 from real numbers. So this is the domain, or you can express like this also. Okay, is it clear? Right. Next example. Example 2. Find the domain of f of x is equal to 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6. 1 by x square minus 5x plus 6. Now again, this is in the fraction form. So denominator, if it is denominator is 0, then the function is not defined. So solution, f of x is defined if x square minus 5x plus 6 not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then only it is defined. So again I am splitting as a factors. Already we got the factors in previous problem. What are the factors of this expression? X minus 3, x minus 2 not equal to 0. So that means when this expression will be 0, if x equal to 3 this will be 0, or if x equal to this will be 0. But we should not get equal to 0. That means we should not take x value 3 and 2. Or any real value you can take, you will get not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then function is defined. So what is the domain? Clearly required domain is from real numbers subtract the 3, 2 alone, not interval. Only 3, 2. If you substitute 3, it will be 0. If you substitute 2, it will be 0. But in between 2 and 3 you can substitute, no problem. So I am subtracting only 3, 2 values. So set, not interval. This is set from real numbers. So this is the required domain, right? Now next example problem. Now example 3. Example 3. Find the possible domain of f of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x. Again it is in fraction form. When it is defined, if denominator is not equal to 0. So solution, f of x given f of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus 2 cos x is defined if 1 minus 2 cos x not equal to 0. Right? 1 minus 2 cos x not equal to 0. That means, see here, by sending 1 at right hand side, actually you can write like this also. See, f of x equal to 1 minus 2 cos x is not defined. When it is not defined, 1 minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, it is not defined. So I am finding cos x value here by sending one right hand side. Minus 2 cos x is equal to minus 1. Minus minus cancel. Cos x is equal to 1 by 2. If cos x value 1 by 2, if cos x value 1 by 2, by substituting 1 by 2, 2 to cancel, 1 minus 1, 0. If cos x value 1 by 2, then it is not defined. Not defined. So where you will get cos x equal to 1 by 2? At 60 degrees. Cos 60 is 1 by 2, no? So cos 60. So x value should not be pi by 3. Pi by 3. Okay. Or you can write 2 pi plus pi by 3 also. 2 pi plus pi by 3 what? 2 pi plus pi by 3. 2 pi 360. 360 plus theta first quadrant. Again cos pi by 3 1 by 2. Or 3 pi by 3. 3 pi plus pi by 3. 4 pi plus pi by 3. So that if you take pi by 3, you will get 1 by 2. So not defined. 2 pi plus pi by 3, again you will get 1 by 2. 3 pi plus pi by 3, again you will get 1 by 2. Right? Suppose 2 pi minus pi by 3. Suppose I am taking 2 pi minus pi by 3. Which quadrant? 2 pi minus pi by 3. C60 minus theta. Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos positive. Again you will get pi by 3. 1 by 2. 3 pi minus pi by 3. 1 by 2. 4 pi plus pi by 3. 1 by 2. 4 pi minus pi by 3. 1 by 2. That means, so how we can express this? We can express this x equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3, where n belongs to z. If you take n equals 0, you will get pi by 3 or minus pi by 3 is 1 by 2. If you substitute 1, 2 pi plus pi by 3, 2 pi minus pi by 3. If you substitute here, you will get 1 by 2. So except these values, you can take any real numbers. So if you take these values, you will get 1 by 2. If you get 1 by 2 cos value, this is not defined. So now clearly what is the domain? How we can write? Clearly domain of f of x is all real numbers except these values. Which values? 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3, where n belongs to z. Understood? This is the domain of the required function. 1 minus 2 cos. Now next example. Next example. Example 4. Example 4. Find the range of range of the function f of x is equal to 1 by 1 minus 3 cos x. We have to find range of the function. Range of the function means this total value. This total value lies between which values? Why? Because this is the image, no? F of x equal to, by substituting x values are domain. By substituting x value, you will get some value, no? That is images. So this total quantity lies between which values we are going to find. We are finding the range of this total function. Solution. See here, to finding the range of function, if you have trigonometric function, you have to remember the what is the range of the trigonometric function. What is the range of the trigonometric function cos x? We know that range of cos x is closed interval minus 1 to plus 1. What I said, range means not x values, cos x values. So cos x totally lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Can I write like this? Minus 1 less than or equal to cos x less than or equal to plus 1. Total cos x values are lies between minus 1 to plus 1. X values are what? All real numbers, which is domain. Domain of cos x means x values, or but range is total cos x value lies between minus 1 to plus 1. You can take x value any value, any real value, but after substituting you will get some value of cos function. You will get some value which is lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Now using this, I am going to find this total function lies between which values. See here, cos x lies between -1 to +1. Now I am multiplying cos x by 3. Then you will get this 3 cos x. I am multiplying by 3 on both sides for this inequality. -3, 3 cos x less than or equal to. So 3 cos x lies between -3 plus 3. 3 cos x lies between -3 plus 3. Right? Now I need minus. So I am multiplying with minus. When you are multiplying with minus, less than becomes greater than becomes less than. So it will be plus 3 greater than or equal to minus 3 cos x, right, greater than or equal to minus 3. Right? Now how we can write this expression? Now this expression I am writing like this. That implies minus 3 less than or equal to minus 3 cos x less than or equal to 3. So minus 3 cos x lies between minus 3 to plus 3. Minus 3 to plus 3. Right. Now I need 1. I am adding 1 on both sides. 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3 cos x less than or equal to 3 plus 1. To get this expression in between these two inequalities. So I got 1 minus 3k. Now by simplifying, minus 2 less than or equal to 1 minus 3 cos x less than or equal to 4. Right? Now this function is in denominator. So I need this function in denominator. When you are changing into denominator, less than becomes greater than. So these values also you have to take as reciprocal. Minus 1 by 2 greater than or equal to 1 by 1 minus 3 cos x greater than or equal to 1 by 4. So how we can express this? We can express this 1 by 4 less than or equal to 1 by 1 minus 3 cos x less than or equal to minus 1 by 2. Right? Now see here, is this possible? Is this possible? This function, see the expression, this function should be greater than 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is positive. Should be greater than this positive quantity and this is negative. This value less than negative. Is it possible? One. Observe here this expression. This quantity is greater than some positive quantity and same quantity less than the negative quantity. Is it possible? Not possible. So this is not possible. So I am splitting this expression. How I am splitting this expression means 1 minus 1 by 1 minus 3 cos x greater than 1 by 4. Okay. Or not both at a time not possible. Why? Because here 1 by 4 is positive and this quantity should be greater than. At the same time it will not be less than the negative quantity. So either this may be possible or 1 by 1 minus 3 cos x may be less than or equal to minus, or this may be possible. So any one will be possible. For this, how we can write 1 by 4 or greatest value? How we can write this? 1 by 4 including 1 by 4 greater than 1 by 4 means it may be lies between 1 by 4 to infinity. R means union. R means union. Right? Minus 1 by 2 are left hand side. So how we can write minus 1 by 2 closer interval to minus infinity. This is the range of required function. Required function. This is the range of required function. Understand? Right? Now, next problem. Next problem. This example problem is also important, very very important. Next problem. Next example problem. Find the largest possible find the largest possible domain for the real valued function. real valued function f of x is equal to root of 9 minus x square by root of x square minus 1 x square minus 1. Right. Now we are going to find domain of this function. Solution. See how I am going to solve this. F of x, we have two functions. In numerator we have one function 9 minus x square, and in denominator also we have one function x square minus 1. When this numerator function is defined, when under root function 9 minus x square is greater than or equal to 0, right? So I am writing here, separately I am finding numerator domain, denominator domain, then after I will combine the domains, right? So 9 minus x square, clearly 9 minus x square is defined if 9 minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and root x square minus 1 denominator is defined if x square minus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Actually, under root function is defined if the function under the root what we have that should be greater than or equal to 0. But here this is denominator. If you take equal to 0, this total function not defined. If you take this equal to 0, this total function is not defined. Understand? So I am taking here greater than 0. Here you can take numerator, no problem. You can, if you get 0, no problem. But in denominator you should not get 0. So I am taking x square minus 1 greater than 0. Now here I am taking minus common. So you will get x square minus 9. I am multiplying with minus now, greater than becomes less than or equal to 0. When you are multiplying with minus on both sides, inequality will be changed. Greater than becomes less than. And if you take the reciprocal, that time also inequality will be changed. Okay. Now I will find the factors. X minus 3 into x plus 3. Why? Because a square minus b square less than or equal to 0. Right? Now here I am splitting as factors x plus 1, x minus 1 greater than 0. Okay. Now after getting the factors, find out what are the roots and represent roots on number line. Here you will get minus 1 plus 1. So I am taking minus 1 plus 1 here. And take minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 lies left hand side of minus 1. Plus 3 lies right hand side of plus 1. Now this is the number line. Now I am going to check this function, these values are satisfying in this interval or not. Suppose I am taking here some middle value. You can take any middle value. Suppose I am taking, for the convenient I am taking 0. One value you can check only for one value, it is enough. Suppose I am substituting 0 in both the functions. 9 minus 0 greater than or equal to 0. Okay, satisfied. Both functions should satisfy that values. 0 minus 1 or greater than 0. So we should not take this interval. Minus 1 to plus 1 we should not take. Why? Because one value, at least if you show at least one value not satisfying this both functions, you should not take. Right? Now suppose I am taking minus 1. Substitute minus 1 here. 9 minus 1 positive. Okay, no problem. Here minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 1 0. But here we don't have equality symbol. That means we should not take this end point also. Okay, let me check for 1. Again this will be satisfied, but here it will not be satisfied. Why? Because 1 minus 1 again 0, we don't have equality. We should not take this end point also. We should not take the real values lies between minus 1 to plus 1, and we should not take minus 1 plus 1 also. Okay, right. Now I am going remaining part at right hand side of 1. Suppose I am taking, for the sake of convenience, I am taking 1, 3, between value 2 I am taking. Okay, substitute the value here. 2 square 4. 9 minus 4 positive 5. Okay, satisfied. Here 2 square 4 minus 1 satisfied. If one quantity is satisfying both the function, you can take total interval from 1 to, not including 1, from right hand side of 1. Right? You can take every value 1 to 3. Let me check at 3. 9 minus 10 satisfied. 3 is satisfying. So you can take 3 also. I am taking at right hand side of 3. Suppose I am taking, for the sake of convenience, 4. 4, substitute 4 here. 4 square 16, 9 minus 16 negative quantity. This function not satisfying, this function is satisfied. What I said, both functions should satisfy. At right hand side, one value is not satisfying means you should not take at right hand side values of 3. So you can take only from 1 to 3, including 3 also you can take. Including 3 you can take, but you should not take 1. Okay, here closed interval, here open interval. Okay. At minus 1 right hand side over, at left hand side. Suppose I am taking minus 2. Substitute minus 2, 4. X, Y. Minus 2, 4. S. Both satisfying. So you can take left hand side of minus 1. Minus 1, we should not take here, you will get 0. So except to minus 1. Left hand side. Suppose I am taking minus 3, 0. Satisfying. So you can take 3 also. Left hand side of minus 3, minus 4 I am taking. 16 minus negative quantity. So we should not take left hand side. We should not take left hand side. Up to minus 3 only. Minus 1 to 3 plus 1 to 3 is the required domain. Is the required domain of the given function. Right? Shade the region from minus 1 to minus 3, 1 to 3. This is the required region. So therefore, clearly domain of f of x is equal to 9 minus x square by root of x square minus 1 is closed interval, not closed here, open interval minus 1. Why? Because we are not taking minus 1. 2 minus 3, open here, left hand side closed, right hand side open. Left hand side closed, right hand side open. Union. Or you can take 1 to 3 also. This is the required domain. 1 is not included, minus 1 also not included. But between 1 to 3, minus 1 to minus 3, you can take including 3 and minus 3 also. This is the required domain. Okay, right. Suppose one more example. Find the range of f of x is equal to x minus 3 by 2. What is the domain? Here I am asking range actually. What is the domain? Every real value. Why? Because by substituting any value, function will not be effective. Okay. So you will get the image. So what is the domain? What is the domain? Real values. But we are going to find range. If you have the expression in terms of x, to find the range, we have one process. First of all, you have to take f of x equal to y. Here f of x is nothing but image of x. X is domain, but f of x is image. So we are finding the images. Range means set of images. So I am taking that image as y. I have to find where y will be lies. I have to find where the y values lies, right? So here f of x is defined as, in terms of f of x, I am writing the definition. What is given? X minus 3 by 2 is equal to y. Okay. From this you have to find x in terms of y. So I am sending 2 at right hand side. It will be 2y. Again, after sending 2y, I will send 3 also plus 3. Okay. Now see, for every real number, if you take any real number, what the image will get? Suppose I am taking x equal to 1. What you will get? 1 equal to 2y plus 3. So y equal to, you will get 1 minus 3 by 2. That is minus 2 by 2. That is minus 1. So by taking any real number, you will get the image. For every real number, you will get the image. That means for every image, we have the domain also. Suppose you can take any value here in place of y, you will get x real. By observing the function, we can clearly say that domain is R. Range is also R. Why R? Why? Because for every domain value you will get the y value. For every domain value means real value. You can take any real value, automatically you will get y value also. Okay. Now one more example after this. Next example. Find the range of f of x is equal to 1 by x. What is the domain? I am asking range. In this question he is asking range, but I am asking what is domain. What is domain means, keep it in mind, where the function will define. Where the function will define at every real number except 0. If you put 0, it will not define. Right? So clearly domain of f of x is r minus 0. We know this, but he is asking the range. What I said, how to find the range? Take f of x as y. What is f of x? Substitute 1 by x equal to y and express x in terms of y. So x equal to, by reciprocal, left hand side 1 by y. For what values of y? Here what is x? X is all real numbers except 0. So for what values of x? For what values of y? X will define this function. When it will be defined? All real numbers except to 0. That means y should be belongs to r minus 0. Then only x will possible. Otherwise, if you take y0, 1 by 0 not defined, x is not defined. X is not defined means x is real number already. Why? Because it is domain. So x is defined for y equal to r minus 0. So y means what? Images. So images are all real numbers except 0. That is, range is r minus 0. Okay, these are the examples, and keep it in mind how I am finding the range, how I am finding the domain. Finding the domain is somewhat easy, but finding the range is, you have to remember all the ranges of trigonometric functions and process how I am going to find. For trigonometric function different process, for normal polynomial is different process. Okay, right. One more example. See, last example. Find the domain of f of x is equal to 1 by x square plus x plus 1. Right? See here. F of x is not defined. Clearly f of x is solution. Clearly f of x is not defined if x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Can you split as a factors? Not possible. We cannot split as a factors. Why? Because here b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac greater than or equal 0, then only we can split as a factors. If it is less than 0, we cannot split as a factors. I am checking b square minus 4ac. 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 1. So which is minus 3, which is less than 0. So there are no real roots. There are discriminant less than 0 means there are no real roots. There are no real roots. Real roots to satisfy this equation. That means there are no real numbers to satisfy this equation. That means we cannot get any real number such a way that to get a 0, denominator 0. That means you can take any real number, you will not get 0. Why? Because no real values satisfying this equation. That means in place of x, if you substitute any real number, you cannot get 0. That means no problem with x, you can take any real number, you will not get 0 as a denominator. So for every real number you will get some image. So clearly you can write, clearly domain is, understand what I am saying? Clearly domain is all real numbers. Every real number, if you substitute here, you will get the answer. Answer means output. If you have any real roots, that real roots you have to subtract from the real numbers. But there are no real roots. Why? Because discriminant is less than 0. Right? Right. So this is also one of the important problem. Okay. Later we can discuss exercise problems also. Okay. Right. Thank you.